So I'm certain that you're not.
So we're getting ready to go to the bar, Chicks, to check it out. Me and my girl Rachel.
Hey, y'all.
Okay. So let's check it out. We're ready.
Are we ready, though?
Hey everyone, this is Lee of the Lee Williams Show coming to you today to do another review. Well, today's review is going to be on the Bar Chicks. Yes, the Bar Chicks in Duluth, Georgia, right outside of Atlanta. Now, I had the opportunity to go to Bar Chicks. It was actually today, and today's date is April 7th, and I wanted to check it out. I've been wanting to check it out for a while now, and I finally had a chance to go. I went there with my coworker, Rachel, and we wanted to check it out to see what all the fuss was about. Now, me personally, I am a serious Braxton Family Values fan. I'm a Tamar Braxton fan. I love Toni Braxton. That is my all-time favorite singer. I've loved her for many years. And now I'm a Tamar Braxton fan because, she just kind of made her mark recently. Um, on a big scale. So I love her music. I love their music. I love their family. I love watching their show. And when I heard that Trina was opening up a restaurant in Atlanta, I said, hey, I live in Atlanta area. And, I said, let me give it a try. So I went there today. We first walk in, and the place is, nice size, beautiful decor. I love how the tables are like a very nice, deep wood, refinished, very classy. You have pink accents, you have pink chandeliers, you have just pink trim throughout. So you have the dark brown and the pink trim, pink little piano. Just a very nice location. You could tell that it was very well put together. You could tell Trina put a lot of money and effort into making that restaurant into a nice place. So we get in, we quickly get seated. There was actually no wait. We got there around like 6:30 p.m. and we were there for about 2 hours. 2 hours, yeah, 2 hours. And our server came to us. He really didn't give his, well, he didn't give his name. And he immediately started to give us, get our order. He asked us, what do we want to drink? And also he said he wanted to take our order. And I was like, wow, okay, everything at once. Okay. So it was good though because I had everything mapped out. I already knew what I wanted, pretty much. I changed some things at the end, but I pretty much already knew what I wanted. So I got the oxtail, the barbecue oxtail. So did my friend Rachel, and she got the fried devil eggs with stuff with crab meat. Yeah, and I got the, what else did I get? Oh, the vanilla pecan bourbon wings. Ooh, I love those wings. And also, I got the collard green spring roll. Now, for my drink, I got the Toni-Tini. And my coworker, she got the uh, Angry Orchard beer. She likes that beer. I love hard cider myself. It's kind of like a cider beer. It tastes like apple juice, but it's a beer. It's really good. I love it to death. I like that and woodchuck. But anyway, so I got the Toni-Tini, and I really enjoyed my drink. Now, it was a little too grapefruity for me, but a lot of people said they really liked it, and I liked it too. Although I was kind of surprised by the grapefruit. I thought it was just way too much grapefruit. I thought it was going to be a little more mixed, but I guess I didn't really pay attention to the ingredients that well. But anyway, I would order that drink again. Um, it was good, and the funny thing about it wasn't a big drink, but it kind of hit me quick. I am not a big drinker, but that drink for the size was, kind of hit me very quickly. So we get our order. Let's see, how long did it take for us to get our order? I want to say a good 15-20 minutes. I would say 15-20 minutes was a fair assessment. I really did enjoy my meal. Well, whoa. I enjoyed the presentation. The oxtails looked very inviting. They were meaty. The plates were kind of small. Now, it is a tapas lounge, and they do let you know it's a tapas lounge and small plates, but the plates were extremely small. So these plates were kind of like your typical appetizer size plate, that the portions came out on. So the oxtails, like 2 oxtails and a grit cake. And my wings, it was about 5. I want to say 5 wings. Yeah. So, and my friend, she got her devil eggs. And it was kind of interesting because the devil eggs were really fried. They were battered and fried. And she got about 4. And, she got the same oxtail dish that I got, or plate that I got. So we started to eat our food. And me personally, I'm a big oxtail fan. I love oxtails. So she also, Rochelle, loves oxtails too. And we were eating the oxtails, and I immediately noticed that my oxtails taste old. I don't think they were fresh, and they didn't, I don't know, they just tasted like the taste didn't even have, I don't know, it wasn't flavored well to me. Now, what I did like about it, it did have a hint of barbecue sauce because it is barbecue oxtails. So it did have a hint of barbecue, which I did like because I didn't want it to be overpowered by the barbecue sauce. But the oxtail itself, to me, just didn't taste fresh, and it was not good. Next, the grit cake was, in my opinion, it was dry. Well, not dry. It looked dry. So because it looked dry, I really didn't want to eat it. Now, Rachel, she was on the oxtail. She was just like, I love oxtail, but this one, I'm not sure. Her grit cake, she actually did like the grit cake, and she actually encouraged me to eat it. So she was like, she said she didn't, she kind of she kind of skipped past the top layer, or the crust rather, to get to the center. And in the center, she said it was really very moist, and she really liked it. Me, on the other hand, no, I did not like the grit cake. Okay, matter of fact, I spit the grit cake out. What I wasn't expecting, and I guess I read the menu like maybe a week or so ago, and I guess I forgot, but it was, or I don't know if I saw it or not, but I did see some cheese in the inside of the grit cake. So you might be a grit cake fan. Me personally, I've never had a grit cake before. I didn't really know what to expect. I just kind of conjured up in my mind what it would taste like, and I kind of knew I wouldn't want it because I was just thinking it would be dry. But this wasn't dry. The cheese might impress some, but it did not impress me. I did not like the grit cake or the oxtail at all. The wings, I still remember Tamar on one of the episodes of Braxton Family Values said she thought the wings, the vanilla pecan bourbon wings kind of taste too sweet, and she said she didn't like it. She kind of wanted some more salt. Me personally, I actually liked the wings. The wings, to me, I like honey. I like sauces, sweet honey-based sauces. I love honey barbecue. I love honey garlic sauce. I love what is it? Bourbon chicken, and those type of dishes have like tangy kind of honey sauces with the chicken. and I love sesame chicken. So those things kind of reminded me of that. So I really did like it. Now the portion size, it was 5 wings, and I'm not, you know, this is me. I'm very, very, very easygoing. I can, enjoy filet mignon one day, and the next night I'll have ramen noodles. Okay, I'm not really picky. I'm not bougie in any kind of way. Um, and the wings, I did enjoy it, but I believe that the wing portion size was very, very small. And I don't believe that most people would be happy with it, but you could always order another set of wings, if you felt like it wasn't enough. So next, I'm waiting and waiting and waiting. It probably is like a good, I want to say, hour. And when I first got my food, I noticed that I didn't have my collard green spring rolls. But I really didn't say anything because, first of all, my server took my meal, my order, and he asked for everything at one time, which is very unusual, for me. Normally, they get the drink, you get the drink first, they ask you if you want an appetizer, but he wanted it all at once. So I just thought, hey, if he didn't bring it, I'm sure it's coming eventually. But when it didn't come, then I noticed, hey, it's been long enough now. So I asked him with my collard greens, and he said, "Oh, I forgot." And I later found out his name was Lance. So, although he never told me his name. And so he said, "Oh, do you still want it?" I was like, "Yeah, I still want it." And, so he put the order in. I did get it eventually. And it was literally like two spring rolls cut up into 4 pieces. So I was thinking to myself that this is a really, really, really small plate. I think at the front door they should insert really, 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 really small plate, because these plates are like small. Okay, I mean, so it is to me too small, but nonetheless. So as we are waiting, our server, I felt like he really couldn't keep up with our table. I was actually surprised because it was kind of slow for the time of day we went and for Saturday. And I only saw one server. I didn't see a manager. Um, because we were there between 6:30 and 8:30. I didn't see a manager. I didn't see a busboy. I didn't see any female servers, which I thought was unusual because it's called Bar Chicks. And I, and, nobody in there to me stood out like remarkable. No, Lance didn't show any personality. He was nice. He was cordial. He was very cordial. He was, okay. But, the fact that he asked me to, wait, give me your whole order, and, didn't give me his name, didn't really keep up with our table very well. I definitely, definitely, definitely would recommend his service. And I feel like he needs to be retrained or, um, repurposed, or, but, to his credit, he was the only server. And when I got there, it was probably like 2 tables, and then later it became 4 tables, and then there was, you know, 4 tables, and then a big table came in. So, to his credit, he was by himself. I don't know why. Trina Braxton only staffed one server on a Saturday night. I don't know why she didn't have a hostess on a Saturday night. I you know, like I said in my previous video, I have over 20 years of food experience, and I know how, and I also have a very strong customer service background. So I know I'm a food restaurant critic, and also a journalist, award-winning journalist, and you know, food service is in my blood. And so I was actually shocked that on a Saturday night you do not have these things. So I feel like Trina is she's not, you know, she's not running this restaurant properly, and she definitely needs to show this restaurant some attention, and make sure her restaurant is fully staffed, because when the restaurant has only one server on a Saturday night, that doesn't reflect on Lance, although in some regards it did, but it really reflects on the owner, and that is unacceptable. So and then, like I said, my collard green spring rolls did come out basically an hour later, but it was all good because I had plenty of food. Well, not plenty of food, but I had enough to kind of keep myself busy. So, you know, and I'm like, I can only eat one thing at a time. so I made sure that, you know, I got my spring rolls. And believe it or not, the spring rolls were really, really good. Like, to me, I love the wings, and I did love the spring rolls. Those were outstanding. I really can highly, highly recommend that. The barbecue oxtails, I'm sorry, I can't recommend that, because no, I love oxtails. Now, after that, I ordered a Martian, because, you know, I love Tamar and I love Tony. Those are my two favorite Braxtons. And I actually really, really love Trina. Like, she, to me, she is so bubbly and upbeat, and she has so much, you know, to me, she's a party girl. I'm kind of like a party girl. And, you know, she's just good people, you know, easy, down to earth. I know if I met her, I would just love her, and I know we would vibe well. And so I was really happy to go to her restaurant. And actually, I love all the Braxtons, to be honest, but of course you're gonna have your favorite. Those three are my favorite. Next, I got my tea Martian, and it was green. Okay, and I guess green like a Martian. And what I liked about it, it was a good drink. It was sweet. I don't think it was extremely sweet. I don't really know the ingredients, but it was really, really, really good. Like, I really enjoyed it, and I would order another one. And what I liked about it is that it was like garnished with the rim had a purple sugar rim, and I kept licking the I kept licking the rim, like, you know, licking the rim. So it was good. I really, really liked it. I don't remember tasting any alcohol or feeling any alcohol. So I don't believe it was a strong drink, but I don't drink, and I don't judge drinks by how strong they are. But I know a lot of people do. So if you're looking for a strong drink, I don't know. I guess you can ask him to put some more alcohol in it, or maybe buy another shot, you know, or just drink it as it is. I mean, I was fine with it, and I had a buzz, and I was shocked because I had a buzz for a little while. My server, he was, you know, he was busy because he had so many tables by himself, and he was kind of preoccupied with other tables. He was laughing and joking with other tables. He was ignoring us. And we needed some water, and I was dying of thirst. My water glass was empty, and I was like, oh God, I want some water. So he came back, right? And me and my friend, we asked him for some water. He took our water glasses, and he never came back. And we were just waiting and waiting. I was like, and I told my friend, I was like, he's never coming back with our water, is he? She said no. I said no. And I said, well, because I really wanted this water. And I said, well, you know, she said she don't think he coming back for 2 whole weeks. And as soon as she said that, we was like, 7 whole days and not a word from you. Hey, 7 whole nights. and I'm just about through. Hey, so I was like, and we sang it both at the same time. It was funny. So anyway, at this point, I was getting kind of annoyed, okay, with my service. And I basically wanted to go because I couldn't get my water. My server just, a big table walked in, and the DJ was starting to set up and was just starting to play music. And I was like, oh my God, if we don't get out, it was like 8:30. And I was like, if we don't get out of here now, we're never leaving because he is the only server on the floor.
And if you didn't tell it, then another brother will.
I wanted dessert, although the dessert choices on the menu were just unbearable. I saw a vanilla pecan bourbon bread pudding, a grilled peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and some other, I have no idea, but none of it looked appetizing. The restaurant, the experience, I would definitely rate my overall experience um, a two. So on a scale of 1 to 5, I would definitely give it a two. I have to give it a low rating because the service was just substandard, way below standard. Because you have one server on a Saturday night. That's atrocious. And then as far as the food quality, the presentation was good. I could tell, the plates were clean. They were coming out clean. I know how a plate is supposed to look. It's not supposed to have food all around it. It's supposed to be white clean. Very presentable. The food quality did come out well, although I didn't like the barbecue oxtails. Um, Maybe someone else would, okay? Because I understand a lot of people do like the barbecue oxtail and the grit cake. It's just me personally, I did not like it. Customer service was horrible, atrocious. Yeah, the overall was a two. Customer service was a two. Now, the style of the restaurant, I will give it a 5 because I just like that it was like the dark and the pink. It was the contrast of dark and light, and it was feminine. It was it was feminine and masculine, and I just love that it had a nice pop of color. And also, I want to give her a 5 on the cleanliness. The restaurant was very clean, very, 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 very. The bathroom was clean. The you could tell, well swept up. Also, I want to talk about the location. Now, the location to me is just now. I do love this spot, right? The spot is a nice size. It's not overly big. It's not overly small. It's just a nice size, and you could really do something with it. I feel like they could probably add like a whole lot more tables. They could really pack it in. Like I feel like they could probably get like 150, 200. What I would like to see is I would like to see a raised stage because they had a DJ there. And I remember someone showing me a video on Instagram of Trina and them singing. And I'm thinking to myself, wow, I'm thinking, when I get there that I'm going to see a stage. But I didn't see a stage. So that means they were basically at the same eye level as everyone else. So to me, they need to put a little stage in there, so they can encourage acts to come in and perform and do some stuff. Um, yeah, back to the location. I love the actual location because it's on a corner in a shopping center. You know, there's Taco Mac there, there's Planet Fitness. It's actually on the corner of Pleasant Hill, and Peachtree Industrial, kind of in that little quadrant area there. And it's, it's easy to find. It's going to be easy to find. It's tucked away, but it is easy to find. Now, would I want to travel there? No. The answer is no. I think that I'm not sure why Trina picked a place out in the middle. I mean, Duluth, I travel to Duluth, I travel to, different places, but I just feel like her base of who her customer would be far from this location. And then you have to think about it. If she is a restaurant that's called Bar Chicks, I mean, you got people driving, after having a drink, and they live far, or they might be visiting, like tourists, and they're coming just to go to your restaurant. They're probably coming from a hotel in Atlanta, right? So that's probably what, 25 minutes away. So it's just not, I don't think it's strategically placed. I think she was trying to get a good deal. But that could account for why it was an empty restaurant on a Saturday night. And that's why you don't have any staff, because you're trying to be cheap. So, you have to look at all things, because when you don't fully staff your restaurant, number one, you make your customers wait. And then the service goes down. And then they tell their friends, and then they don't want to come back. So you have to look at all of those things. Um, would I recommend this to a family member or friend? The answer is no. I would not recommend this to a family member or friend. I would not return in its current state, unless she, number one, I feel like her menu is just so disjointed, so unorganized. It doesn't have any rhyme or reason. I don't know what the theme of the restaurant is. It's just like she's throwing things on the menu, and they don't have any basis of thought. Um, there's no cohesiveness. I don't know if it's a Mexican restaurant. I don't know if it's a soul food restaurant. I don't know what it is, because you know, some people say it's a soul food restaurant. I don't believe it's a soul food restaurant, because, I remember her having to be basically uh, her hand tied behind her back just to get her to put French fries and wings on the menu. Like, what? Like, I don't even get that. I don't even get that. What soul food restaurant do you know that doesn't have chicken wings? So, I don't know. I don't understand Miss Trina Braxton's concept, and I believe she has the makings of something. So either she turns that into a full-fledged lounge, and bring in some like beefcake dancers, and some pretty girls, to dance, and kind of have like just tapas, and place to chill and jam. Or she needs to really focus and make it into a restaurant and just have some cool drinks. And me and my friend, we were thinking like maybe she could take some dishes, some very popular dishes from Miss E's, maybe rename it Miss E's, and put some of her dishes on the menu, and I think that place would be packed out, and she could still keep some of those drinks, and she could still do her little subsidiary business where she does the bar chicks, kind of on hire, for different, weddings and things of that sort. I mean, that her concept can work, but she really needs to tweak it, and I think that she needs to really take her customers seriously, and not try to just ride the coattails of the rest of Braxton Family Values. I think she needs to take her customers seriously, because her portion sizes and just poor staff on a Saturday, to me, she doesn't value her customers. So I am very disappointed, but I have to be honest with you all, because I feel like when we're honest, things do get better. Now, it's painful for me to say, because let me tell you, I really really love Trina Braxton. Like, I I do admire her, and I want her to succeed. But I really feel like she needs to, number one, shop her own restaurant. Like, maybe hire a mystery shopping firm to kind of just come in, and shop the quality. Because, but then when you talk about quality, you're talking back to yourself, because she needs to staff her restaurant. I don't care if it's an empty restaurant. The reason it's empty because you're not, your menu is all over the place. And you might want to consider full plates, Um, but I don't know. Yeah. If you had some dishes from Miss E's, or like Miss E's, special dishes or something, you could really bring some people in. And like I said, just decide, do you want to be a lounge? Do you want to be a restaurant? If you want to be a lounge, you could be a lounge. You could pack it out, okay? This is Atlanta. You could pack it out. But you have to work on that a little more. Like, I want to see some hookah. Like, I want to see, some beef cake. I want to see, hey, I want to see some eye candy. I want to see, some bedazzleness, okay, if that's a word. But the way it stands right now, yeah, you need to work on it. I beg you to please work on this restaurant, because, Yelp reviews are showing threes. I see a lot of 1 stars there. I see some 5 stars, but they seem, I'm be honest, suspicious. At first, when I saw the 3, I was like, how dare they give Trina Braxton's restaurant a 3? I thought they were just some mean muggers, trying to detract from her restaurant. And then when I get there, I'm like, oh, I think a 3 is actually generous. So thank you so much for watching this edition of the Lee Williams Show, and have a great day.